how to become a freelancer on Upwork. That is what we are going to talk about in this video. Hi there, my name is Sadiq Umar. I am a full-time freelancer living in Nigeria, and this video is going to be based on my personal experience of starting my freelancing journey and becoming a full-time freelancer. There are many ways to start freelancing and become a successful freelancer, but as an African, the best way to start is to start with freelancing platform, one of which is Upwork.com. The first step in becoming a freelancer, whether on Upwork or any other platform, is to start with a research. That is a niche research, to find services you are willing to start offering as a freelancer. And the easy way to do this is to go to Upwork and search for other freelancers and see what other freelancers are offering. And when you see what other freelancers are offering, you can use your personal knowledge, your experiences, and your interest to pick a services that you are going to start selling as a freelancer. I recently did a video about 5 best skills to offer as African freelancer. I'm going to link the video in the description below. So basically do a research, find other services that other freelancers are offering, and based on your personal knowledge, your experiences, and your interest, pick the skills that you are going to start offering as a freelancer. A few tips to help you with that: choose services that are easy to learn, and services that you are personally interested in, and services that you have the resources to deliver the projects. The next step, which is very important, is learn the skills. When you do a research, you find the services you are willing to start offering as a freelancer. Pick some time every single day to start learning the skills, to learn the skills and have a decent level of knowledge on every single skill that you are willing to start offering as a freelancer, even before you set up your profile on the freelancing platforms. I know learning the skills you are going to offer as a freelancer will never stop. You are going to keep developing and keep improving your skills. But before you start, you should have at least a decent level of skills on whatever you are willing to offer as a freelancer. Because if you don't have a decent level of skills, it is going to be a challenge when you start accepting projects. You might end up getting bad review when you are just starting out. And bad review when you are just starting out is going to kill your profile. So make sure you learn the skills. You have at least a decent level of skills in every service you are willing to start offering as a freelancer. Next is set your prices. Whatever services you decide to start offering as a freelancer, do a research on Upwork and find top freelancers and medium freelancers and newer freelancers and see how much are they charging for a project, and try to set up your pricing based on what others are offering on the platform. And the best way to do this is to choose an average price. Don't just choose the lowest price when you are starting out just because you want people to give you project, because you are an African and other reasons. Don't go for the lowest price. The lowest price doesn't always work, and when you are just starting out, it is going to be a bad idea to go for the highest price. So it's best to go with the average price. If the top freelancers are charging $100 for the project, and the newer freelancers are charging $30, and the medium freelancers are charging $50, it will be a good idea to charge anything between $30 to $40 for the project. You can raise your rate after you start, but when you are starting, you should choose your prices to be in the average. The next step is choose your platform, and we already choose Upwork, so we are going to skip this one. The next one is set up your profile on Upwork.com. When I say create your profile, I mean set up a compelling profile on Upwork. And setting up a compelling profile has more to do than just writing your name and writing a description you copy from Google or ChatGPT. What you should do is you should find top freelancers offering the services you are going to start offering and take inspiration from their profiles. Use their profiles as a guide to set up your own. It's very important not to copy someone's text, not to copy someone's description and bio, but you can use what they use in their profile as a guidance to set up your own. You should also avoid using ChatGPT or any other AI for writing your bio. You should try as much as possible to write your own introduction and your own introduction to services yourself, based on what other freelancers, what top rated freelancers are writing on their profiles. Because when you use AI, ChatGPT or anything else to write your introduction, it is going to come out as generic. And that is not a good idea. You shall use top freelancers to write your own based on your own personal experience and introduce yourself, as unique as you are. Also, when you are starting out, I know it's nice, it's good, it's great to have portfolios, but when you are starting out, you don't have any portfolio, you haven't completed any project, so you have nothing to show. What you should do is Set up your profile based on what you have. Don't copy other people's portfolio. Okay, next is very important. Learn how to write a good proposal. A good proposal is what will start a conversation between you and your potential client. So try to learn as much as possible how to write a good proposal. And when writing a proposal, it's also best to avoid using ChatGPT or any other AI writer. Because when you use, the problem with using ChatGPT or any other AI content writer for a proposal, it will generate a generic proposal. And a generic proposal is going to get lost. For one project you are going to apply, you are going to see other 20, 30 or 50 freelancers applied for the same job. So using ChatGPT or any other content writers will generate you a generic proposal that is not going to stand out. So try to write your own proposal. Learn how to write your own proposal yourself. And the length and what you include in the proposal is going to depend on what service you are selling and whether you have some sample projects to include in your proposal or not. The next step is build your portfolio. And building your portfolio is not something that you do in the beginning. So what you should do is you follow the steps I mentioned to start sending proposals, start applying for jobs until you start getting your first project. When you start getting your project, then you start developing your portfolio. And this is something you continuously do. You do continuously. And the more compelling portfolios you have, the more credible your profile is going to look. So learn how to write a good proposal, apply for jobs, and start developing your portfolio. Like I always say, this is a process that takes time. It's not something that you can start today and finish tomorrow. Now you can set your profile today, but learning the skills you are selling, developing your skills to be really good at what you are doing takes time. It also takes time to learn how to craft a compelling proposal. It also takes time to learn communication with clients. It also takes time to complete project and develop your portfolio. But rest assured, if you do this thing right, if you are patient and you are willing to do whatever it takes, you are going to be a successful freelancer. So feel free to rewatch this video to get all the details I mentioned in the video and follow the steps to start your freelancing journey on Upwork. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and I will see you in the next video.